Welcome back to Variety with John and Anna. We have another fabulous guest here today. She is a certified stress management consultant and a certified hypnotist. Her name is Barbara Stevens. Welcome to the show, Barbara.
Great to be here. Nice to see you again, and nice to meet you. I think we've seen each other before, too.
Have we?
I think so, on one of our shows, yes.
Okay.
Yes, we
Well,
have.
welcome back.
Thank you.
And as you mentioned, she is a hypnotist.
Yes.
So, and you've been hypnotized before, right? We were going to talk about this a little bit.
I have.
Okay, and it's a little different from what you do because what she did.
Where have you been hypnotized? Have you been on a stage?
On Johnny's True Talk show. This was years ago. Ann Fisher hypnotized me.
I know Ann Fisher.
And I was told after the show that I was singing, and I modeled or something. I'm like, what? I didn't remember any of it.
And you didn't remember any of it.
Yeah.
That's not what I do.
That's not what she does.
That's stage hypnosis, but Ann Fisher also does regular hypnosis. I'm a hypnotist, and I work with people for programs that are running underneath the surface. People that smoke that want to become non-smokers. People that want to start releasing weight. You talked about New Year's resolutions. You know,
yes.
Those are the top two. But also, you've both spoken about new resolutions for this year, trying to make some changes inside of yourself. What I have found, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I've been my best guinea pig, okay? Worked with hundreds of people. We all have those programs. And oftentimes we don't even know what keeps pushing us down this same avenue. How come I start out here and I don't want to go there and I end up there all the time? So that's what I help people to do, to truly make the changes at a level that's going to be long-lasting, because we hate to keep falling off. And with New Year's resolutions, generally hypnotists, people that work with behavioral changes, they say a 3-week period. So if you can hold on to these changes until January 20th, and we're almost halfway there, they will be part of your makeup. They'll be part of your what you do.
And I think probably a quick fix isn't the answer here.
Right. You want to look
make
long
it like
range.
a part of your lifestyle.
You want to look at long range. You want to know, why am I going to do it? What's the big picture, what I'm moving towards? And motivation. And we are all motivated by only 2 things. Did you know that?
Really?
Only 2 things that motivate any single person: animals and the plant kingdom. But that's a whole other story.
Is fear one of them?
Fear is one of them.
Wow. Okay.
What do you think the other one is?
I would say money, but that might not be the word. I don't know.
Love and money, right? No, really the 2 motivations we have, and I'll put a little bit of spin on what you call fear, we call it pain, okay? We move away from pain, we move towards pleasure, right? That's typical motivation.
So money would go under the pleasure, though.
Sometimes.
But that can be pain.
Sometimes we have so many programs inside of us. Now think about it. You've got this little tiny, beautiful little baby that just came into this world, and she's crawling along the ground, okay, and she finds a quarter. And what's the first thing we say? Don't put it in your mouth, because it's
dirty.
Dangerous.
It's dangerous and it's dirty.
Uh-huh.
So now there's a foundation. So now we go through our whole life thinking money's dirty and it's dangerous. So it's painful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So sometimes we want to succeed, but I don't want that money. It's painful and it's dangerous, and it's going to make all my friends go away. It's going to make me do terrible things, because money's the root of all evil, right? So we've got all these things, and I've upgraded my vocabulary. I now call it a playlist, okay? Because people know about playlists. I used to call it a jukebox. Do you know what a jukebox is?
Oh, yeah.
All right, okay. So jukebox or playlist. We've got these programs in there. So my service, the way I help people, is to help them to see what their programs are. And if those programs aren't empowering, if they're holding you back, let's change them.
Well, it sounds like much more than just hypnosis. It sounds like you're almost like a life coach as well.
It goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand. And I just want to mention, before we get too deep into conversation, that you're on the cover of my newspaper.
Thank you,
True
John.
Talk Journal.
Thank you.
Right here, Barbara Stevens. Yes. So, yes. And this tells your story. This is a spotlight on hypnotist Barbara Stevens. And basically what we learn about in this article is about you and what you do and how you do it. So look out for this.
Pick up a True Talk. You'll learn all
Pick
about
up a
me,
True
and
Talk
my
journal.
information is right below it.
It is indeed.
Yes.
So, and we appreciate you on the cover of our paper there and advertising with us as well. And I just want to say, True Talk Journal is sort of inspired by my show, not just True Talk, but Variety with John and Anna. And Anna has a column in this paper as well. And you wrote up about marijuana, you know, the controversies with marijuana use and your views. So look out for that. And I do want to talk a little bit more with Barbara Stevens here. And you say that you use Hypnotist for losing weight, for stop smoking, for stress. Now, and you say this is different from stage hypnosis. How is this different?
Well, obviously, I'm not in front of a stage. I'm working one-on-one. The basic premise is the same. We look for people that are suggestible. If you go back to the show that Ann Fisher did, I'll bet that she did some what we call suggestibility testing. She found people that were open to suggestions. Maybe she did you heavy hand, light hand. Maybe she did some just some testing to see who was open to suggestions. Did she?
She did. She well, beforehand, she asked us questions to see where our suggestibility was.
Exactly.
I would imagine.
And we're all suggestible. If we weren't suggestible, they wouldn't put pizza commercials on at 5 o'clock at night, right? Or infomercials on it late at night when you got that phone and you need everything on the screen.
Now, can the thing with the arm be done? Like, can you do that on the spot?
Kind of, sort of. You need to really come into a state where I call it fertile ground.
Okay.
And fertile ground is where we can touch into the subconscious, and the subconscious is generally accessible when you're in a calm, relaxed state or in a distracted state. So it's possible. I know you're not going to put me on the spot and have me do that.
But what I was going to say is that one of the things that you do is she has someone put their arm out, and you can make. Normally, if I'm telling the truth, my arm would go. My arm could go down.
We call that, yes, we call that kinesiology. It's muscle testing. Okay. Absolutely. So
and
that's
if I'm not telling the truth, then it's hard.
It's going into the subconscious, and the subconscious is answering.
And that's a part of hypnosis, right?
Absolutely. It's a testing.
A testing. Give us a demo. Give us a demo. I know we're putting her on the spot, but just give us a demo. You want to do it with me or her? Her? Okay.
Are you, I'm assuming you're right-handed. Okay. So I want you to put your arm right out straight like this, okay? And what I want you to do is I just want you to resist me. I don't want you to fight against me. I just want you to resist me. Okay. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to push down on your arm. You just resist me, okay? 1, 2, 3. Nice and strong. Very good. So what I want you to say to me is, I want you to tell me my name. I want you to say, my name is, and then tell me your name.
Okay. My name is Anna.
Very strong, so this is true. I want you to say, my name is Julia Roberts.
My name is Julia Roberts.
Not so much.
And then it goes down.
So isn't that interesting? That is how it works. The conscious mind is led astray a little bit, distracted a little bit, open to the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind says, is not.